Hello, everybody. Welcome to Snyder Wrestling. Yes, my hair is wet. Yes, I have just gone out of the shower. But it's time to review WrestleMania 15. No, wait, WrestleMania 14. I'm sorry. WrestleMania 14. On March 29th, 1998, from the Fleet Center in Boston, Massachusetts. Tens of 19,028 people, a buy rate of 730,000 in North America. That is a huge bump up from last year. I think last year, if I remember correctly, was about 200 something thousand. So the bump up from that to 700 something thousand buy rate is incredible. Commentary team is JR, Jim Ross, and Jerry the King Lawler. We open with a tag team battle royal to determine the number one contenders for the WWF tag team titles. I don't have any notes for this. Because it's a battle royal where it's like any other battle and not much happens in it. Eliminations are very quick. They rush through this match. It feels like the final team, the mystery teams, is the Road Warriors, who return with Sonny. I'm not calling them the Legion of Doom. They're the Road Warriors. I don't care. The other thing I don't like about the look is the fucking helmets, because it looks like Animal and that has even a hard trouble getting in the goddamn ring. So with the damn thing. So yeah, doesn't look fun to be in. So not what I would go with. The last team are the New Midnight Express and the Road Warriors. The last two teams are, and so it's hold on, Bombastic Bart and Bodacious Bob. Do I have that right? I believe I have that right. Let's double check. But I believe that's what it is. Bodacious Bar and Bombastic Bob. Yeah, okay, I got that right. So, that's who are the last two with Jim and their manager Jim Cornette, and then we got the Road Warriors. Road Warriors both eliminate Bob and Bart to win. I give it 4 out of 10. It's a very just stereotypical battle royal. Not much note happens to it. So yeah, I don't think much of it, and except for the Road Warriors returning to a massive pop, there's not much to this battle royal. Our next matchup, however, is a very fun match. It is Aguila taking on the light heavyweight champion Taka Michinoku for the light heavyweight championship. This match is a lot of fun. This match is just a lot of fun to me. We had a spin heel kick by Aguila. Aguila hits a moonsault off the ring post to the outside on the Taka. Taka also does a springboard onto Aguila at ringside. We get arm drag off the top by Aguila, a corkscrew dive. Aguila hits a moonsault, but Taka kicks out of that. Taka goes for a splash, but Aguila gets the knees up. Hurricane Rana by Aguila off the top. We get a missile drop kick by Taka. Taka hits a power bomb. Aguila rolls up Taka, but he kicks out. Taka catches Aguila off the top with a drop kick. Hits a Michinoku driver to pin and retain. I give it 7 out of 10. Look, it's just a fun-ass match. Is it the greatest story ever told? No. But is it fun as hell? Yes. And after some of the matches I've watched in these past minutes, this match was just pure fun. It was pure just excitement, and I loved it. So yeah, 7 out of 10 for me. It is a fun as hell match. Our next matchup is Owen Hart taking on the European champion Triple H for the European Championship. China, his manager, obviously, will be handcuffed to Sergeant Slaughter. No way that will go wrong. So Owen sends Triple H to the barricade right away. He goes for the sharpshooter, but Triple H rakes his eyes to get control, and he takes down Owen with a clothesline. We get a high knee by Triple H and the DDT, but Owen kicks out. Triple H goes after Owen Hart's ankle. Owen gets back into it, says Triple H crotch first into the post. Missile dropkick by Owen and belly button suplex, but Triple H kicks out. Enziguri by Owen, but Triple H kicks out of that. We get a powerbomb by Triple H, but Owen kicks out. Cross body by Owen, but Triple H kicks out. Owen locks in the sharpshooter, but Triple H is able to get to the rope with a little bit of help from Chyna. Chyna finds powder. I don't know where she got this from, cause it makes it so she throws in Sergeant Slaughter's eyes, so she's just able to fucking drag him out. Why did you do this now? If you had that the entire time, why didn't you do that at like the start of the damn thing? I don't know what the thought process was with that, but she throws powder into Sergeant Slaughter's eyes. She hits a low blow on Owen when the ref's distracted. Triple H hits the pedigree and retains the title. I give it 6 out of 10. Fun matchup. Owen and Triple H are great workers. They are able to do the job very well. And it is disappointing knowing how Owen is, and I more mean because this is, I think, if I remember correctly, he returned after Survivor Series 97, was supposed to feud with Shawn, and I think Shawn refused to work with him, if my memory's correct, so he had to work with Triple H instead. I think if my memory's correct, that's how that went. Someone might be able to correct me, but I'm pretty sure Owen, that's what happened. And I believe after this, Raw after this, Owen turns heel and aligns with the Nation of Domination, I'm pretty sure. Can someone fact check me if I'm right with that? I believe I'm right with that. I think it's the Raw after this show where Owen suddenly just joins the Nation. I think it's this one. I could be wrong, but I think it's this one. I think it's the Raw after this Mania, which is just hilarious. Our next matchup is Goldust and Luna vs. Shawn, taking on Mark Merrill and Sable. Sable's in-ring debut. Goldust is the artist formerly known as Goldust, but I'm just calling him Goldust. I don't care. There's no scenario in which I'm calling him the artist formerly known as Goldust every single time. Luna runs from Sable at the start of the match, tags in Goldust. Sable super kicks Goldust, which gets a massive pop. Goldust still does get control of Mark Merrill, and we get a double down. This match is also interesting because it's Goldust, who's a heel, Luna, who's a heel, Mark Merrill, who's a heel, and Sable, who's a babyface. It's a very interesting dynamic here. Just wanted to say that, so I didn't double down. Yeah, hot tag to Sable. Sable clotheslines into the outside, and then Luna just tags back into Goldust. Merrill sends Goldust into the steps. We get a low blow by Mark Merrill. Goldust hits a DDT, but Merrill kicks out. Mark Merrill hits a moonsault, but Goldust kicks out of that. Hurricane Rana, and Goldust kicks out of that. Goldust accidentally collides with Luna. Sable goes for, I don't remember what Merrill hits, but Sable goes for a pin on Goldust, and Luna goes for a splash, and Sable moves, so Luna just splashes Goldust instead of Sable. Sable powerbombs Luna, but she kicks out, but Sable hits the TKO to Luna to win. I give it 6 out of 10. Look, again, it's another one where I was, the instant dynamic, but it worked. Luna avoiding Sable all the way up to the point where she finally gets her comeuppance, and Sable getting the victory over Luna works. I think the Raw after this is where Sable powerbombs Mark Merrill and pretty much ends that fucker's career, because I don't think he ever comes back from that. I think it's the Raw after that also, so yeah, the poor guy. But this is the beginning of the rise of Sable. Boy, will her rise be interesting compared to next year. Tennessee Lee, Vern Curl, Robert Parker, introduces JWF JARRETT, Jeff Jarrett. Ain't he great? He's with, what was her name? What's her name? I gotta look on the wiki. What's her name? Jennifer Flowers. has Jennifer spelled weird, but she is the ring announcer for the next match, which is Ken Shamrock versus the WWF Intercontinental Champion, The Rock, for the WWF Intercontinental Championship, with the stipulation that The Rock gets DQ'd. The Rock loses the belt. This match is very short. Shamrock catches The Rock with a kick, takes him down with clotheslines. The Rock sends Shamrock into the steel steps and hits the people's elbow. Shamrock grabs a chair. Rock hits Shamrock in the head with a chair, and the ref's distracted, or down, I don't remember, I think down, but Shamrock kicks out. Shamrock makes a comeback, locks in an ankle lock, The Rock submits, and then Shamrock refuses to let go of the ankle lock. Like, people but in the nation try to stop him, and he takes them out and puts Rock right back in the ankle lock, pretty much goes crazy. The ref reverses his decision, DQ Shamrock, The Rock retains the title. I give it 4 out of 10. The match itself is perfectly fine. The finish kind of annoyed me. I don't feel like that's the way you should have gone about it. Considering that Shamrock, I don't think wins the belt back. Holds the belt for another, like, year and a half? I think it's like 99. Like, it's like late 99, I believe. It was like right after 99, because Triple H holds it. The Triple H relinquishes it, then Shamrock gets it, if my memory is correct. So it's not for way later, because it might be just later in the year, actually, now that I think about it. But it's not till later on. It has nothing to do with... It's a very weirdly done thing. I just think you could have gave it to Shamrock here. That's just my opinion. Our next match is interesting. It's Cactus Jack and Chainsaw Charlie, a.k.a. Terry Funk. Jim Ross just keeps calling him Terry Funk, so I'm just going to call him Terry Funk. Versus the Tag Team Champs, the New Age Outlaws, in a dumpster match for the WWF Tag Team titles. In February, New Age Outlaws attacked Cactus, and Terry put them in a dumpster and pushed it off the stage. That's what led to this match here. This match isn't much. Cactus goes for a cannonball on the Road Dogg. Road Dogg moves, and he fully just hits the dumpster, which looked brutal. Billy Gunn has a bloody nose somehow, probably from Terry. Cactus locks in the Mandible Claw on both Outlaws. Cactus does the elbow off the apron on the Gun. Cactus is gonna send off a ladder into the dumpster, which looked brutal. That looked like a scary bump that could have gone wrong. Outlaw's been Cactus Jack backstage, but Funk returns, and they put him on a, Wow, I'm having a dim one moment. Hold on. I need this to tell me. Forklift. They put him on a forklift and dump him into a dumpster that's backstage for some reason. That counts, and then they close it, and he puts the forklift, top of the forklift on the dumpster to keep it in. And Cactus, then Terry Funk loses his mind because he runs over, starts hitting the thing. He's like, I got him! He just starts losing his mind. I loved it. But Cactus and Terry Funk are the new Tag Team Champions. I give it 4 out of 10. It's a hardcore match, but it's not for me, this one. Yeah, I don't know if it's just that's the dumpster match that part. I don't know, but it just didn't work for me. I felt not much to it. Yeah, I feel like this match could have been better. That's the only way I can put it. I feel like this match could have been better. It would make up well for the New Age Outlaws, because I'm pretty sure they'd win the belts back either on the next month, the Raw after, or the week, or like this one, like 2 weeks later, 2 Raws after, joining forces with and becoming part of DX. So it would work out for them in the end. Cactus would turn into Dude Love, I think. If my memory is correct, he turned to Dude Love. Turned heel and turned to Dude Love to help take on who the World Wrestling Federation champ is after this show. So it's very interesting that I don't remember what the hell happens to Terry Funk. I think he just ends up with, like, Too Cold Scorpio, I think. I swear to God they're a team at one point. I swear to God, Too Cold Scorpio and Terry Funk end up as a tag team. I swear to God, they don't go anywhere, but I swear that's an alliance that happens. A team that happens. Someone double check that. I swear to God that happens. My brain vividly remembers them two together. We go to our next match, which is one of the most anticipated. It is Kane with Paul Bearer versus The Undertaker. At Bad Blood, Kane made his debut inside the Hell in a Cell, in the first ever Hell in a Cell. Tombstone The Undertaker helping Shawn win. Kane would come back. Kane wants revenge on Taker. Paul Bearer reveals Undertaker's a Bearer, as he puts it. He burned down the house with his parents, killed his parents in a fire. And he thought he killed Kane, but Kane wasn't dead. Kane back alive, Undertaker. Kane at the Rumble would cost The Undertaker a match against Shawn for the title, in a casket match, putting him in the casket and lighting the casket on fire. Taker would return and then finally say, "All right, Kane, I'm fine. You're at WrestleMania," which leads to this match here. But before the match happens, it's hilarious running gag that happens as a result of this. But the thought process at the time is very puzzling to me. Pete Rose comes out and cuts a heel promo on Boston. So he gets massive boos from Pete Rose, from the Boston crowd. I don't know if it was written. I don't think this was written. I'm going to assume he just went out and decided he was going to be a heel. Because if not, this makes no sense. So Pete Rose comes out. He does the heel promo. Then Kane comes out, who's a heel, by the way, with Paul Bearer. And then tombstones Pete Rose to a massive pop. So I don't know what the thought process was there. I'm going to assume my only assumption is that Pete Rose was supposed to come out, cut a promo, get cheered, and Kane then tombstones him. But instead, Pete Rose went full-on heel, so Kane came out to tombstone him. He got a massive pop. Very odd choice. I don't know what the thought process was. If Pete Rose didn't go into business for himself, I have no explanation of how logically this makes sense. Anyways, but it did lead to running gags in the future, so I mean, it's fine for that, but, it's just a very odd thought process in 98. But for the match itself, Undertaker comes out with the Druids. I don't know if is that the first time he's come out with Druids? Nah, it couldn't have been. Is it? Is it? Someone let me know. Is that the first time he come out with Druids? I don't think so. My brain says no, but my gut says no, but I don't actually remember another time. The first time at Mania, because he didn't come out with one at 9, or at 11, or 12. So he might have a 13, actually. I don't remember. Kane takes down Undertaker with a clothesline. Pretty much most of this match is Kane in control. Because the story, and it's actually a very, very well done story told, is that Undertaker is, either unprepared for Kane, or is just reluctant to fully fight Kane. Because for a lot of it, it's just Kane whooping Undertaker's ass. Undertaker jumps up on Kane to electric chair position. That looks sick. And then Kane counters and drops him face first. Looked really cool, though. Kane drives the stairs into Undertaker's back because the ref's talking to Paul Bearer. How he didn't fucking hear the steps, I have no idea, but okay. While Kane is distracting the ref, Paul Bearer just gets a few of his Paul Bearer stomps in. Kane hits a chokeslam but pulls Undertaker up before the 3 count and continues to wear him down. Undertaker goes for his big Taker dive, but Kane just swats him and he goes through the Spanish announce table. That was awesome. That looked really sick. We got a flying clothesline off the top by Kane, but Taker kicks out. Kane counters a tombstone power of one of his own, but Taker kicks out of that. Undertaker makes a comeback, hits the chokeslam on Kane and a tombstone. Kane kicks out. He then hits just a second tombstone off the bat, and Kane kicks out of that, which gets a massive reaction from Jerry Lawler and fucking Jim Ross. Undertaker then hits a flying clothesline and a third tombstone to finally pin Kane, and Kane kicks out after 3, right after 3. So Taker just beats Kane. I give the match 7 out of 10. It is actually a very well done story. I don't know why this match... I know this match and like most of Kane and Taker's matches gets a lot of slack and a lot of dislike. I don't know why. This match is very well done. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I was in a good mood maybe when I watched this. But this was very, very well done. I really enjoyed this matchup. Kane attacks Undertaker post-match with a Paul Bearer and tombstones him onto a chair, and then they leave. Taker sits up, and that would lead to an Inferno match, I believe the next pay-per-view, where Kane would be set on fire. Or at least his hand on fire. We then go to a main event. The 1998 Royal Rumble winner, Stone Cold Steve Austin, taking on the World Wrestling Federation champion, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, with special guest enforcer Mike Tyson, all for the WWF Championship. We get the DX band, which I think suck. I'll say it right out loud. I think the DX band is one of the shittiest entrances. The one here, the one at SummerSlam. I think there's another one. The DX band sucks in every performance they have. I don't care what anyone says. They suck. Austin, though, takes down Shawn with an accidental shot. Michaels is backdropped out of the ring onto Triple H. Triple H attacks Austin right in front of the referee. And the referee just ejects Triple H in China. This referee gives Mike Chioda gives a lot of leeway in this match. Shawn gets control. Although they go back and forth for a bit. Watching Shawn in this match is so painful for me. Because you know how screwed up his back is. You see him wincing and in pain in every movement and every bump. And yet this guy takes the most craziest bumps I have ever seen. Why does he do this? It's crazy. Like, it puts me in pain watching Shawn here. I don't experience that with any other of Shawn's matches from like when he returns in 02. I don't experience it. I only do with this match because I know the pain he's in. We get a stun gun by Austin, but Shawn kicks out. Shawn is knocked off the apron and it just goes face first into the announce table. That sucked. Michaels set face first into the post. Austin's back body dropped into the crowd and Shawn hits Austin with the ring bell. Shawn is clearly in pain, like he does like any movie does. He just full on sells the back. And it's not like, I don't think it's like storytelling style. I think he's just legitimately in pain. Austin sends Michaels to the outside. Michaels wraps Austin's knee around the ring post and targets Austin's knee. Austin rolls up Michaels, but he kicks out. Michaels locks to the figure 4, but Austin reverses it. Michaels locks in a sleeper, but Austin backs him into the corner and into Mike Chioda, so we get a ref bump. Michaels gets back in and hits a flying form, and somehow a kip up. I have no idea how he pulled that off with that back. He hits his top rope elbow drop. He goes for the super kick. Austin counters that. Austin goes for a stunner. Michaels counters, pushes him off. Goes for another super kick. Austin grabs that and spins him around into a stunner. Mike Tyson gets in the ring, counts the 3. Austin becomes the new World Wrestling Federation champion. The Austin era has begun. Match-wise, I give it 7 out of 10. Despite Michaels' wincing and biting, very well done match. Very fun main event. Is it the best main event? No. But is it a very fun main event? Yes. It's a very fun main event. After the match, Michaels confronts Tyson. Tyson just knocks him out. And that'd be the last we see of Shawn Michaels in ring until 2002, ladies and gentlemen. Show rating wise, I give it 8 out of 10. It's the best Mania I've watched so far. It's the most fun I've had watching a Mania so far. So it gets that rating. It gets 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. I don't know how the other 2 Attitude Era matches will do. During shows, but this one was really fun, and I really enjoyed it. I really actually recommend it. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you thought of WrestleMania 14 in the comments. Hit the like button, hit subscribe button. Comment what you think down below. Comment other shows besides the Manias you would like to see me do below, because I do need suggestions for once I finish the WrestleManias. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all for WrestleMania 15.